The law of attraction is everywhere today. But where did it come from? The law of attraction, like all universal energies, has always existed, and as such has no beginning or end. So we can't say law of attraction was created or map out its origins in linear time. However, we can dissect the origins of these concepts and the term itself to get a better understanding of how we came to know all that we do today. In the early 19th century, an American inventor named Phineas Quimby discovered that excitement dulled his physical pain. He then began studying psychosomatic links and mind-over-matter techniques, publishing numerous writings. His work helped give rise to the New Thought movement, an American spiritual movement that believed that all people are spiritual beings, and that our mental states are carried forward into manifestation and become our experience in daily living. However, Quimby never actually used the term law of attraction. The term law of attraction was first published in 1877, appearing in a book written by Russian philosopher and occultist Helena Petrovna Blavatsky. In it, Blavatsky refers to an attractive power that exists between elements of the spirit. Although her understanding of law of attraction as a concept is not as in-depth as later works in the genre, her most famous work, The Secret Doctrine, discusses many concepts that overlap with what we now understand to be law of attraction today. In particular, the idea that who we are and what we're capable of is shaped by our thoughts about ourselves and our identity. In it, she writes, "The universe is worked and guided from within outwards, and that neither success nor safety is to be found outside self-development." Prentice Mulford, another member of the New Thought movement, is largely viewed as the first writer to begin properly developing the law of attraction as a concept. He expanded on Quimby's idea that positive thought could influence physical health, theorizing that material wealth and opportunity arose from positive thought as well. From just the titles of his works, you can recognize many law of attraction concepts: your forces and how to use them, thoughts are things, and the God in you. Yet another author to emerge from the New Thought movement, Thomas Troward, is credited with penning some of the core beliefs we see in contemporary law of attraction thought. He wrote that belief in limitation is the one and only thing that causes limitation, that we cannot really think in one way and act in another, and that the secret to enjoying life is to take an interest in it. The works of Blavatsky, Mulford, and Troward inspired a new emergence of law of attraction literature in the 20th century, as more authors began contributing their unique voices to the concept of manifestation. In 1906, William Walker Atkinson published the book Thought Vibration, or The Law of Attraction in the Thought World. This work touched on the then radical concept that thoughts are energy and carry a vibrational frequency. He was a strong proponent of using visualization to manifest, and encouraged utilizing teachings and practices from various religious traditions, writing, "The truth is the same no matter under what name it is taught, or who teaches it. Strip it of the personal coloring of the teacher, and it is seen to be the same, the truth." He wrote that the law of attraction is the one true law of the universe that explains all others. In 1910, Wallace D. Wattles released The Science of Getting Rich, which focused on the needs of practitioners to develop their own manifestation powers and provided practical advice on how to implement law of attraction techniques into everyday life. He believed that no man is born incapable of growth, and wrote that if you do not receive your manifestation, you will receive something so much better that you will see that the seeming failure was really a great success. He also wrote that by thought, the thing you want is brought to you. By action, you receive it. These concepts are still taught by law of attraction coaches, teachers, gurus, and utilized by practitioners today. One of the most well-known works on law of attraction, Napoleon Hill's Think and Grow Rich, was released in 1937. In it, he draws on difficulties from his past to demonstrate how we can all overcome challenges and use our manifestation powers to create a happy and fulfilling life. Hill was integral to law of attraction thought, as he introduced the idea that negative thoughts attract additional negative experiences into our lives. He encouraged readers to think positively, find their purpose, and work towards it, writing that whatever the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve. The popularity of law of attraction soared to new heights in the 1980s, when Esther and Jerry Hicks began sharing the messages that Esther channeled from the collective consciousness Abraham. The Teachings of Abraham, a collection of books spanning 9 titles, provide a comprehensive overview of how law of attraction works and how it can be used to manifest what you want in life. Abraham shared much wisdom, explaining that if you want it and expect it, it will be yours very soon, and that in order for things to change, you have to see them as you want them to be, rather than continuing to observe them as they are. These concepts found new life once again with the release of Rhonda Byrne's The Secret in 2006. This bestseller and its subsequent film of the same title introduced law of attraction to a new generation of practitioners and thrust manifestation into the mainstream after landing on Oprah Winfrey's book list. Law of attraction techniques and practices are now extolled by not only gurus and thought leaders, but by celebrities, athletes, influencers, and average Joes alike. Presently, the law of attraction timeline ends here, but there is no saying what advancements in knowledge are yet to be revealed to us, as more and more people discover these concepts and contribute their own works to this ever-growing body